Do you think you'd be happy if you were here on this beach? The sun is shining, there's beautiful waves, there's palm trees, right? The temperature is just perfect. This might make us happy for a short amount of time, but after a while, our baseline happiness comes back to where it is. Many people think that when they get the job promotion or they get this or they get that, it's going to make everything better and their whole problem is going to go away and everything's going to be great. But I can tell you from my own experience of having lived on a beautiful island like this for many, many years, that what makes us happy is not sitting around on a beach all day long. I've sat on this beach and many other beaches for many, many hours, and for a short amount of time it's enjoyable. It's nice to be in the ocean and to feel the waves and to look at the mountains. But there's a certain amount of time after which it doesn't make any difference, and then the mind starts thinking, what's next? And then we start thinking, what am I doing with my life? And you've seen it all before, and it doesn't make any difference. In fact, I've been on these beaches many times and felt depressed. So the irony is that something that makes us happy for one moment isn't going to make us happy in the future. We human beings are absolutely terrible at figuring out what makes us happy. So what actually does make us happy in real life? In real life, the thing that makes us happy is being of service to others, to using our gifts in a meaningful way, being in a flow state where we're in the zone. But beyond that is coming into higher states of spiritual awareness. When we receive spiritual energy, good vibrations, then our baseline happiness is lifting. When we let go of negative emotions within our being, then our baseline happiness is lifting. And when we are experiencing our original highest state of consciousness, which has nothing to do with any of this stuff, then our level of happiness really goes up. And so the thing that makes the biggest difference in our lives isn't all this physical stuff. This only lasts for a very short amount of time. The thing that makes the biggest difference is doing meaningful things that raise our consciousness and entering into higher states of being. And if you can serve other people from that state, then that is the best, the highest, most wonderful thing of all. And if you can live in a beautiful place, experience higher consciousness, be in the flow, do meaningful work all at the same time, then why not, right? But let's just be clear about which of those makes the biggest difference. So even if you were to come here on the beach, right, you'd probably enjoy it. You'd be in a state of awe and wonder. You'd look at the mountains, you'd be in the ocean, it's all great. And then you think, all right, what's next? Why not get to the real stuff right now and learn what really matters? And the irony, of course, is that as we experience higher levels of consciousness and more happiness, we end up often attracting wonderful situations like this without trying, just as a consequence of being in that state. When we face the sun, then our shadow follows us. But when we chase our shadow, we're always running after something we don't have. So as we go for the real happiness, a lot of other fascinating things tend to show up for us as well. Isn't that wonderful? Feel free to check out the links in the descriptions below. It's completely free, just sharing from our hearts what's helped us, because we believe that these spiritual teachings, these things that make the biggest difference of all, should be available to everyone all over the world, free of charge. Thank you for your beautiful presence.